everybody, my name is Tabi Maj. Welcome to my online English class. Today's lesson is about levels of language. Please check the board and see what we are learning today. Today we are learning about levels of language. So here are the characteristics of levels of language. Language may be formal, informal, or emotive depending on its purpose and the relationship between its user and the recipient. So we have three types of levels of language. We have one, which is formal language, two is informal language, and three is emotive language. So you can use either one of them depending on its purpose, depending on the reason and the relationship you have with the person that you are talking to. So we already studied about number one, which is formal language. Today's lesson is about number two, which is informal language. So here are the characteristics of informal language. This is modern language used in everyday speech when less formality is required. So it is modern language, it is used on everyday speech, and it doesn't require any formality. So you don't have to follow English rules. Here's an example. It is spoken between parents and child or between peers. Or peers are people of the same generation that hang out together. So young ones, usually the young generation, create words that they infuse with the English sentences. Then we carry on with our characteristics. So we look at the characteristics in terms of vocabulary. So the characteristics of informal language in terms of vocabulary. So vocabulary is the extensive knowledge of English words. So vocabulary is less accurate and less sophisticated. So the vocabulary that we use is basic English. We don't use advanced English, but we use basic English. So we move on to simple sentences. So in informal language, we use simple sentences. So simple sentences are mainly used, and this may contain contractions and abbreviations. So contractions is when you shorten words, and abbreviation is when you write a certain letters in the words. So usually the sentences are simple and they contain a lot of contractions and abbreviations. So the example for contraction is there. You can say there, written with an apostrophe, that's a contractions. And then abbreviation, it can be words, letters like SMS, that is an abbreviation. So we use those in informal language. So we move on to grammar. Grammar is how you arrange words in a sentence. So you have rules that you have to follow in order to arrange words in a sentence. So grammar may be informal. So in our informal language, our grammar is not formal. We don't have to follow rules. It's informal. Then colloquialism and slang may be used. So we use words that we create and they are understood by the people that we hang out with because it's words that we created. So we call them slang. And then the tone is warm and friendly. So the tone is usually warm and friendly because it's a language that you have created amongst yourself. Even though other people may not understand some of the language, the letters, the words that you say, but you amongst yourself with the person that you are speaking to have created a certain way of speaking, which we usually call slang. Thank you everybody for attending today's class. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye.